Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. If this is your first time here, you have a front row seat to my debt-free journey, my weight loss journey, and any other journeys I take on. If you want to connect with me off of YouTube, feel free to look at all of my social media down at the bottom. You can follow me on Instagram at @TheChristianSpear, and you can subscribe to my blog at christianspear.com. I hope that you guys are enjoying the holiday season, and I mean really soaking it in. I have been spending a lot of time doing things that I love, creating content, watching Christmas movies, and reading books that have honestly been on my list for months. I really am an avid reader. I have been all of my life. I told myself that I was not allowed to buy any more books at all until I finished reading every single book that was in my library. I told myself, I think at the start of the year, and I've made great progress. I have only about 4 or 5 books left to read, and then I will allow myself to buy new books, and I cannot wait. The book that I read most recently was actually a gift from my best friend. She knew how badly I wanted this book, and she got it for me for my birthday, so I didn't buy it, so it doesn't count. The book that I'm talking... Hello? Hello? This is exactly why I should have silenced my phone. The book that I'm talking about is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I read this book in 3 days. I am in love with this book. If I didn't have other obligations on my to-do list, I probably could have read this in a solid 2 days. But nevertheless, I flew through this book. Untamed felt like a conversation with a friend. The author, Glennon Doyle, encourages women to forget what should be done, what we should be doing, and instead do and be and live what sets our hearts on fire. Without giving you any spoilers at all, I'm just gonna tell you, Glennon Doyle, Shorty has been through like everything you could possibly imagine. She details so much of what has shaped her. She is raw and honest and inspiring. This book touches on every topic imaginable. Glennon talks about marriage, divorce, eating disorders, addiction, acceptance, trusting yourself, motherhood, and so much more. There were so many lines in this book that impacted me, made me stop, close the book, and just sit with what she said. I related to this book so much, and you know that a book is so good when every single turn of the page makes you feel like, I just want every person that I know to read this book. For me, this book made me feel like I want every woman in my life to read this book. My friends, my grandmother, my mom. Women can benefit from Glennon's words so much. I felt particularly moved when she talked about something that she calls the knowing. It really all has to do with just trusting yourself and coming back to what's absolutely true to you, whether people like it, whether they agree, whether they support you or not. It's so important to trust yourself, to trust your knowing and what you have going on inside, and to always, when you're making a decision or when you're getting ready to take the next step in your life, to always come back to that and not be so quick to outsource to the opinions and beliefs of others. I find that that's something I'm even still working on. I know that I've improved a lot from the time I was in my early 20s to now being in my later 20s. This book just further confirmed to keep pushing on that journey, to continue to trust myself more and more, and I hope that you are doing the same. There's another part of Untamed that inspired me in a way that I did not expect, and it's the very passage of this book that encouraged me to make this video. So I want to share a short passage with you guys and then tell you what it's inspired me to do in my own life. In Untamed, Glennon talks about how the meaning of motherhood and womanhood is often categorized as giving up yourself completely and being completely selfless and sacrificing your needs and your wants and your beliefs just to be the best mother or the best woman or the best partner or friend that you can possibly be. And I want to read you the part of the book where she helps us to release those beliefs. I burned the memo that defined selflessness as the pinnacle of womanhood. But first, I forgave myself for believing that lie for so long. I had abandoned myself out of love. They'd convinced me that the best way for a woman to love her partner, family, and community was to lose herself in service to them. In my desire to be of service, I did myself and the world a great disservice. I've seen what happens out in the world and inside our relationships when women stay numb, obedient, quiet, and small. Selfless women make for an efficient society, but not a beautiful, true, or just one. When women lose themselves, the world loses its way. We do not need more selfless women. What we need right now is more women who have detoxed themselves so completely from the world's expectations that they are full of nothing but themselves. What we need are women who are full of themselves. A woman who is full of herself knows and trusts herself enough to say and do what must be done. She lets the rest burn. I burned the memo presenting responsible motherhood as martyrdom. I decided that the call of motherhood is to become a model, not a martyr. I unbecame a mother, slowly dying in her children's name, and became a responsible mother, one who shows her children how to be fully alive. I love that. I love everything about that. I remember reading that. This was actually on the first day that I started reading the book because it's towards the beginning. And I had to shut the book. And so many thoughts flooded my mind. But the first, I'll be honest, had to be thoughts of my own mom. Somebody who has always sacrificed herself, her needs, her wants, to put her kids first, to put her family first, to put anyone around her first. And I noticed that as I'm getting older, I'm starting to do that too. Somehow there was a belief planted in me that putting myself first was selfish. And perhaps there was a belief that was planted in my mom as well that made her feel like she needed to be completely selfless, self-sacrificial, and she's done that all of these years. And one thing that stood out to me in that passage was being a model for your kids. And I've seen selflessness and self-sacrifice modeled to me, and I want to model something different for my kids. I want to show my kids how to live a full life. Before I have them, I want to be able to say that I lived a very full and free life. One where it wasn't shameful or selfish to put myself first. With my mom having my brother and I very young, I believe both before the age of 21, it doesn't leave much room for self-discovery. It doesn't leave much room for being selfish or putting yourself first. And I have that opportunity because I've yet to have any children of my own. So this book has inspired me to do something really fun and something that I've never thought about doing before. But I started to think of all the ways that I could create a full life for myself before I have my kids. Now, having kids is something that I'm very excited about. It's something that I want to do probably within the next couple of years once Phage and I get married. But I never really thought of ways to intentionally create a full life for myself. And now I have. I made a list of 100 things that I want to do before I have kids. Here's the truth. I may not get through all 100 things before I actually have my kids. All of these things don't require me to not have kids to complete. I can easily do them if I get pregnant. I can easily do them if I have kids. But this is going to be another journey that I go on. This is going to be a challenge that I present to myself, something fun that I can strive for as I'm working to create a full life for myself, a life that I will be happy to give to my kids. So I want to share all 100 things that are on my list. Some of them I'll explain, some of them I'll just read through. And I'm very excited about every single thing. I will be documenting my journey as I go through each thing. I'll be writing blog posts or doing videos on them, so be sure to subscribe to my blog at christianspear.com. These are 100 things I want to do before I have kids. Shave my head, have purple hair, take boudoir photos, take a road trip, run a half marathon. I've always wanted to run a half marathon, and I think that 2021 is going to be the year that I do that. I'm so excited. I want to master a signature recipe. I'm excited about that because I really can't cook that well, y'all. Like, I can survive, we'll eat, but I want to really master a signature recipe. That something is like, oh, have you ever had Christian's insert dish? I would love to have that. I want to get a dog. I want to go skydiving again. I loved it so much the first time that I went. I can't wait to go again. I want to take a dance class. I want to buy a new family car. I want to be completely debt-free, which you guys, you absolutely know about me. I think 2021 is going to be the year that happens as well, so stay tuned for that. I want to save $20,000 in my emergency fund. I want to learn conversational Spanish, achieve my ideal weight. I want to travel to New York because I've never been there before. I want to take a live Peloton class in studio. I may not even make it through. I may faint because I'll be so starstruck by all the trainers, but I have to make this happen. I want to ride in a hot air balloon. I want to plant a tree, publish a book. I want to do a public speaking event. It would be amazing if I could do like a TED Talk. I think that also might be on my list, but any public speaking event, I'd be so thrilled. I want to throw, okay, this is so cheesy, but it's true. And I've never even seen this movie, so I don't know why this came to mind, but I want to throw a huge party. And I put it on my list as throw a Project X party. I just want to throw a huge, crazy mansion party where people are jumping off the roof into a pool and dancing, and I just want to get wild. I want to learn how to do my makeup, like a professional though, like not just, doing it. I want to take a wine tasting class, learn how to play a song on the piano. Initially, I put that I wanted to learn to play the piano, but that's like a lifetime of practice. I will be happy if I can just play even one song like masterfully. I'll be happy with that. I'd like to take a self-defense class, swim with dolphins, live out of the country for a few months. That's kind of ambitious, but I really would love to. Like even 3 months, I'd be happy with living out of the country. I want to act in a movie, buy a home, bake a 3-tiered cake. I want to see a waterfall. I want to go skinny dipping. I want to visit a nude beach. How fun would that be? I really want to do that. I've always wanted to do that. I want to go skiing or snowboarding. I haven't done either one, so that's why I put either or. Depending on which one I am going to be better at or one I like better. I'm not that coordinated, so we'll see. I want to fly a kite. I want to give a stranger $1,000. That is a huge part of my debt-free journey, being able to be debt-free so that I can bless others. That is going to be one of my favorite things to cross off my list, to bless a stranger with $1,000. I hope I can do it even more than once. That would make me so happy, but just to start, give one stranger $1,000. I'd like to host a luxury picnic. I want to fly first class. Ooh la la, fancy. I want to work as a waitress. I've never done that before. A part of me feels like I'd be kind of good at it. Maybe really bad. I don't know. We'll see. I want to learn to do a backflip. Again, not very coordinated. I may need a trampoline to be involved, but either way, I'm going to learn how to do a backflip. I want to see the Mona Lisa, get another tattoo. I want to go paintballing. That's actually really scary for me because I know it's going to hurt and it's probably going to leave a bruise on me because of how fair skinned I am, but I got to do it. boom, I just want to do it one time. If I love it, fine. If I hate it, I'll never have to do it again, and I can cross it off my list. I want to hold a monkey. Like, it just seems like things rich people do, you know, just holding monkeys left and right. I want to hold a monkey. I also want to ride an elephant. I think that would be so fun. I want to have a kiss at the top of a Ferris wheel. That's kind of like two things in one, because yes, I would love the romantic idea of like kissing at the top of the Ferris wheel, but also I'm kind of afraid to get on a Ferris wheel because they are so high. So, you know, we're going to conquer that fear. I want to have my nude body painted. I've seen it done before, and I just feel like it would be so like weird and slimy, but also gorgeous, you know? I want to be hypnotized. I want to attend a rave. I guess that kind of feeds my big Project X party thing, but I want to attend it, not throw it. I want to attend a rave. I want to see Hamilton. I want to see a show in Las Vegas. I want to win money at a casino. I don't think I've ever done that before. I've been to a casino, but I typically don't bet. I would love to sit courtside at a basketball game. With COVID going around, I have no idea when or how that's going to happen, but oh yeah, we're going to make that happen. Oh my gosh, I forgot I put this on the list. I want to perform a comedy routine. I'm funny, right? But like funny on purpose, I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to perform it. There's no guarantee that people are going to laugh, but I'm going to perform a comedy routine. I want to walk the red carpet. I want to watch every Best Picture. I looked it up, and there are, as of right now, 92. So I can totally do that. I can make that happen pretty soon. I want to see a chiropractor. Like, I want to have them, you know, crack my back and do all those things that you see on Instagram. I'm honestly afraid that they're going to, like, crack my back the wrong way and I'll, like, walk with a limp for the rest of my life or something crazy. But also, I could leave there and feel like a whole new woman. So I'm going to see a chiropractor. I want to go on a $1,000 shopping spree. At least $1,000. I would love to go on a shopping spree. That would make me so happy. I want to get a facial. I've never gotten a facial before, but I think that would be very luxurious and fun. I want to wear a wig for a whole day. Why that made the list of 100 things to do before I have kids, I don't know. But I want like a gorgeous wig, something that maybe I would never wear before, and I just want to wear it for a whole day. Just want to wear it. I want to drink absinthe. If you don't know what absinthe is, look it up. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I want to drink absinthe. I want to drink from a real coconut, which my mom said that I've already done before when we went on a cruise, but I can't really remember. So I'm going to do it again. I want to eat an insect. I kind of always had a dream on going on Fear Factor, so eating a bug is like the closest thing I'll get to it. I want to eat caviar. I want to tip the bill at a restaurant. If you don't know what tipping the bill is, if I go to Steak 48 and my bill is $348, then I will tip $348. I've always wanted to do that. It would be a nice surprise for the waitress or waiter. I want to give my autograph. And not just like, here you go, this is my name written on a piece of paper. Like, I want somebody to like really genuinely love me, see me. Oh my God, Christian, I have to get your autograph. Yes, check it off the list one day. I want to be on a Jumbotron at a stadium. I want to sing the national anthem at a football game. I would love that. I mentioned before that I want to publish a book. Well, I also want to have a New York Times bestseller. I want to complete a 2,000-piece puzzle. I want to start a book club. Listen, I've always loved reading, and I love being able to discuss books with people. I think a book club is probably going to be in our future really soon. Just you wait. I want to learn to juggle. I want to complete 24 hours of silence. I don't know if 24 hours is enough, but also I think it would be a challenge for me if I really had to stay completely silent, like no talking, no laughing, no singing. We'll see, okay? But I want to complete 24 hours of silence. I want to give a TED Talk. I want to adopt a family for Christmas. I want to unplug for a week. So no phone, no laptop, no TV, no social media. That'll be an interesting experiment. But I want to unplug for a week. I want to complete a Ninja Warrior course. How badass would that be? I want to participate in a color run. I want to learn to do a handstand. I want to run a 10-minute mile outdoors. I've done it before on the treadmill. It's not quite the same. It's definitely harder running outside, for me anyway. So I want to complete a 10-minute mile outdoors. I need to start training for that now probably if I'm going to get that done. I want to go shooting at the gun range because I've never been. And I want to do what they call skeet shooting. So like where they say, you know, I don't know, throw something up in the air and you say pull and you pull. Yeah. That was probably the worst way to describe it ever, but I want to do that. I want to buy my own diamonds. Like diamond earrings, diamond necklace, diamond ring. It really doesn't matter. I just want to be able to say I bought myself diamonds. You know, like cue that one scene from Sex and the City, the movie, where Samantha like wanted to buy her earrings at the auction, but her man bought it for her. You know, there's just a different feeling when you're walking around like, I'm a baddie. I buy my own diamonds. That's huge, right? I said before that I wanted to take a dance class, which is true, but I also want to learn to tap dance. So I want to take a tap dancing class. I want to ride in a Rolls Royce. Y'all, this is an expensive list. I don't know who I think I am, but it's gonna get done. I want to ride in a Rolls Royce, y'all. I want to take a train ride, and separately from that, I want to ride on the subway because I haven't done either. I would love to take a solo trip. I've never been anywhere just by myself. My best friend Bailey has done it before, and I remember her being a little nervous about it initially, but she's talked about taking another trip again. I think it's inspirational to see a woman go out and do her own thing. For a long while, I was even hesitant to go to the movies by myself or go out to dinner by myself, but I love my own company. So me, myself, and I on a vacation, we're gonna turn up. I want to visit a butterfly sanctuary. Oh, that would be amazing. I want to visit Walt Disney World. More obvious things on the list, I would like to get engaged, and separately from that, I would like to get married before having kids. I want to earn 6 figures. Somehow, 2021, we're gonna earn 6 figures that year. I want to name a star after myself. I want to build something by hand. I want to go viral. Even if it's just one time, I'd like to go viral before I have kids. Seems fun. I want to go on a cruise. I want to ride on a motorcycle. I want to interview another Christian speaker. Like, I thought about that and I was like, how amazing would it be to interview someone with my exact same name, maybe a girl with my first, middle, and last name, if I can find it. Maybe someone who's also a Scorpio or born in October or my same age. I don't know. But I want to know, what is it like being a Christian speaker? That might be weird. I might have to really do some research to find someone as close to who I am or my name and, you know, whatever as possible. But I think that would just be so neat. I cannot wait to do that and document it for you guys. And lastly, I want to read the whole Bible. I have to say again, it doesn't matter if I do one of these things, 100 of these things, or none of these things. This is just a challenge for myself to try and have as full of a life as possible. I don't want to feel like I ever missed out on anything. I don't want to feel like, oh man, I wish I would have gotten to do this, or I don't have any stories to share with my kids because I didn't really live a full life. We only get one life. And I want to make the absolute most out of it, especially before I dedicate my time and energy to helping my child build their life as well. And I hope that this inspires you guys to get out there and live your best, most full lives as well. I can't wait to do any of these things and document them for you to see. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And of course, my social media is down in the description box, but also there's a link to purchase Untamed. You have got to get this book. If you are a woman, get this book. If you're not a woman, get this book anyway. Get this book for a woman that you love, someone that needs to be inspired. This is the most amazing gift. Thank you so much, AD, for getting me this for my birthday. I love you. I'm probably gonna read it again. That's how good it was. I hope you guys check out Untamed and stay tuned for all of my crazy adventures as I try to cross off the 100 items on my list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time.